Is he gone?
Oh no. Who takes over at this point?
Oh, there he is. He's back. Is he?
He's here. Would you believe all the best laid plans? The tuxedo is ready, but the internet connection is not. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and eventually welcome to Extra Time on the Gallowgateshots YouTube channel. Sorry for a little technical issue there. I have no idea what went on there, but as you can see, we are all here, and it is quiz time. We thought, rather than doing end of season awards, which I think the lads from the All Smiling Faces podcast will be getting up to in the very near future, I thought what we'd do is we'd do a bit of a review of the season, but we'd do it in a quiz form. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. As you can see, we're joined by the lovely Laura, Laura, you've already had one quiz today. How did that go?
Oh, thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, I did.
Laura, if it goes on the WhatsApp, it's fair game. So,
right, okay.
Yes,
yeah.
Laura, so would you like to enlighten us to how that experience was?
Not great. I put on a general knowledge quiz for year 2 for my class today. With it being Friday, we'd finished what we needed to do. Thought it would be fun. Not so fun. I don't know much year 2 general knowledge, but it turns out a few of you don't know the answers either. So
well, yes, exactly. Yes. So I think we'll not go delve too deep into the questions, but yes, they were working up a head of steam, weren't they, Laura, in some of their answers?
Or gas.
Or gas, as some people think. Right, and as you can see down below, Laura and myself, we are joined by the wonderful Ian. Ian, how are you doing, mate? Looking well?
Yeah, it's like I'm looking glowing, aren't I? I've been hitting the sunbeds. Can you see me t-shirt, Tyne? I don't think you can because I'm see-through.
No. Surely the point of a sunbed is that you don't put a t-shirt on.
Oh well, this was just from pottering about while it's been nice. But otherwise, I mean, I'm a bit disappointed the camera's not picking it up because this is as tan as I've ever looked, to be quite honest. I might change. You know what it is? I'll change
the settings.
I'll change it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, wow. Wow, Ian, that tan is phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant.
Mediterranean.
Yes. And joining us from Europe, as always, from his bunker, is Scott. How are you doing, Scott? How's your day been, mate?
I am okay. Thanks for asking. I haven't been hitting some beds or anything like that, so I'm still white as a sheet. So I'm going away in 2 weeks, so I'll try and catch
more
up to
tan
you
than me.
Yeah. That's just I'm a bit. Haven't watched.
Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And how are you feeling about the quiz this evening, Laura? Are you feeling quietly confident?
I'm excited, and I don't know about confident, but I love a quiz. I feel like we're back in lockdown doing Zoom quizzes.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll be getting you to run upstairs and get some black and white in a minute. You know what I mean? So, you know, Scott, surely you've got to be one of the people's favourites for this, haven't you? You are a fountain of knowledge.
Oh, I don't know about that. My memory is shocking. If I've got it written down in front of us, it's fine. But if it's recalling from up here, it's past.
And Ian, it's nice to be involved, isn't it?
It is. You know what it is? just touching on lockdown. Because at the time I was the only single member of my family, which was sad in itself. I was the quiz master, so I never actually got to take part in the quizzes. So it's nice to be on the other side at the minute.
Well, all of your dreams have come true this evening, my friend. So thank you very much for all those people who are joining us tonight. We've got Tom, Dan, we've got Freddie, and a few others who are joining us. So please feel free to join in. I've made sure that the 3 contestants you see before you won't be checking the comments for answers. They've promised me that. We're relying a lot on we're going to use some technology, but we're just going to use old pads and paper. Well, iPads and paper in some cases. So yes, we're going to be the format's going to be, we're going to do 12 questions, picture round, then the following 13 questions. Okay, but first, before we get into the quiz, very quickly, I just thought we'd touch on a couple of transfer movements that have gone on. There's going to be no ITK bollocks going on today, so we're not talking about Batman or Botman or this man or that man. We're going to talk about facts, all right? We deal in absolutes, as that Scouser says. I'm sure everybody's probably, Laura, happy about Matt Targett signing on a permanent basis, I believe, for the fee of around £15 million. bit of good business, yeah.
Yeah, definitely very happy. Yeah, well, I didn't think it was going to happen. Just with, I know we shouldn't really read too much into things, but we're Newcastle fans, so we do. So after his girlfriend put that on and then deleted it on Instagram, I really just didn't think it was going to happen. But what I loved about it was just quietly came out of nowhere. Just no rumours, no days of this and that and years and years, and it just happened. Appeared on Twitter, and I am very, because he did exceeded what expectations are, I think. So I'm very happy.
Yeah. I don't know if you, Scott, Irene, if you saw, quite a lot of, people love a bit of back and forth on Twitter, and I see it's absolutely pointless in some cases. Scott, did you see some of the sort of like, oh well, good luck, we've got Dean, like, does it matter?
I did, I found it strange.
Surely?
Like they voted him as their player of the season 2 seasons ago, so it was strange for them to then just turn around and say that. I think maybe he's had a few bad games before Christmas for them, but I think the whole of the Everton side weren't really performing before Christmas. And to be fair, after Christmas as well, they just scraped through on the skin of their teeth, didn't they? But I found it strange, and it's not Everton, is it? It's Villa. I don't know why I'm saying Everton. You see, I'm going to lose this quiz already.
For the quiz.
Yeah.
But I think it's one of those things where I think Villa fans were trying to start a little rivalry with us, and I've no idea why. Like, it's just one of those things that...
Little do they know that we already hate them, and it goes back a long way. So maybe they're just joining the party late. Ian, moving on to Isaac Hayden. He's left us on loan. I imagine that's with a view to a permanent deal, possibly, hopefully, when he helps them to get promoted. But good player for Newcastle. What are your thoughts?
There's 2 thought processes behind it. Part of it is sad to see him go, because I think he's been a terrific servant. Yes, not a absolute world-class player like the likes of Bruno Guimaraes, but he's came in, he's done a job in the Championship. He stuck by it, even when he wanted away. I think it was maybe 3 seasons ago. And to be honest, I think he played some of his best football in that time. So very, very good professional. I think it's just a case of midfield's probably the area that will have the most quality and the most competition in. So it'll probably do him the world good. But like I say, sad to see him go. But for sort of how we're wanting to kick on, I agree with sort of what Laura said over the last couple of weeks. He cannot hold sort of sentiments. But I really hope it works out for him, because he does seem like a genuinely nice lad, and like I say, a really good professional when he was at us. Yeah.
Laura, good player. Any particular favourite Isaac Hayden moments? I know I've just put you right on the spot there, but
no, I think you thought I was going to panic, but I think I've got one. I'm scared now in case it's not. Did he score that last minute winner against Chelsea?
He did. He absolutely did. Yeah.
Was that the last game before lockdown as well?
I believe it was. Yeah.
Possibly
it was
the last game.
I'm going to win.
Yeah.
I'm going to win. I think like Ian said, when he wanted to go, I think it was under Rafa, and he stayed, and he was very professional, and I think he's been a solid servant for us. And don't hold on to sentiment, and just say well done, thank you, and goodbye and good luck. And I think Twitter is sometimes an awful place, but it was a very nice read of all the comments underneath when he put that goodbye on, and it just shows how much we thought of him and how much the other players thought of him as well. So I thought that was quite nice.
Yeah, definitely. Scott, will you miss his lunging tackles? And he was always fully committed. Well, there was that time when he wanted to move away, but on the pitch, he was always 100%, wasn't he? He was always committed.
Absolutely. He was always one of those that he kind of just kept his head like out the clouds and in the sand sort of thing. Like, he was never one to be outspoken, really. And I think a lot of the kind of him wanting to leave it probably wasn't the sort of thing that he didn't really want to get out. Like, he never made it publicly known. He never, handed in a transfer request or anything like that. Or maybe he did, but it was never like announced, or his agent was never kicking up. It'll be a shame to see him go, but like you say, I think, he's been with us for, 5 years, 6 years now. So it is time that maybe, we start moving on some of those players from the Championship and before then even, and look to the future. I do think maybe he's too good for the Championship now. I think he's progressed a bit more as a player.
Yeah.
I think he'll do very, very well at Norwich.
Yeah.
And hopefully, you know, it'll earn himself a permanent spot there, because I think he deserves everything that comes to him. Like he's a class player. He's been class for us, and just success to him, really.
Yeah. He goes with best wishes, doesn't he? So hopefully, without sounding a bit harsh, probably, you know, hopefully the first of a few or so. I said I wouldn't go ITK, but I've seen Dwight Gill with Middlesbrough, so we'll see. Anyway, moving on from ITK bollocks. Right, so we've covered that comprehensively, haven't we?
That was very
succinct.
I don't know what that was.
So the reason you're all joining us is it's the Extra Tyne end of season quiz. Now, I would love people to play along, so get your ballpoint pens out and your fancy manila pads out and all that, and let your quills out, and let's see if you can answer some of these questions. Feel free to add the comments. I'll be reading the comments, but hopefully these three won't be reading the comments. So I'm relying on their honesty and good nature. Right, so let's get into it. So I'm going to start at the very start of the season back in August. So we're going to have a first part is those 12 questions, then we've got a little picture round, and then we're going to finish with 13 questions that take us up to the end of the quiz. And we'll crown our king or queen of the quiz at the end. So, eyes down, look in.
That's bingo.
Oh, bollocks off, man. Really, I'm excited. Right, so first question. Let me just get my phone out because I've written them all down. So, this is a bit of a thinker. So, I'm going to give you a little bit of time, okay? First game of the season, we played West Ham United. It seems like a lifetime ago. It was pre-Howe, pre-takeover, and we were well and truly stuck in the middle of the Steve Bruce era in Newcastle United. Players were unfit. We started with aplomb, and then we kind of faded and fizzled out, which is kind of, I would say, the mark of a Steve Bruce team. So, speaking of a Steve Bruce team, what was the starting 11 in that game?
Fucking hell.
I don't have space to write all that.
I'm not like doing like a full on like formation thing. I'm just writing.
No, just go 1 to 11.
Right.
And I'll accept abbreviations, second names or whatever. Hopefully, some people out there are writing theirs down as well. Don't be Googling it, you little cheeky monkeys.
I can't even cheat because I'm using the torch on my phone there, so I swear down I'm not using it.
Oh. Scouts on her and all that.
Hold on, is this literally just for 1 point as well?
If you get 6 or more,
you
can have a point. Okay.
Right.
If you get 6 or more, you get a point. If you get all 11, I'll give you 3 points.
Fucking hell. I can't even remember. I can't even remember who played for her before the takeover. I know it's pretty much the exact same players that we've still got, but
well,
it just keeps it.
I've got 12 players. So
Do you want subs as well, Roger? Great.
Right. I got carried away.
Awesome. Good shouts in the comments.
Is anyone right?
No, not yet. Nobody's right yet. Nobody's right yet. Got some pretty close. I'm going to have to hurry you. I'm going to give you another 30 seconds. Because quiet air is dead air.
I thought you would have had some like music or some crack. Should have the countdown thing on.
Happy Blade and Races Day as well. Or belatedly Blade and Races Day for yesterday.
Blatant races.
Yes. See what you did there. Right. Okay. Have you got some answers written down there? But you can come back to it once we get the other answers. So, question number 2. Our first away game was Aston Villa. We were denied a goal by VAR. But which former NUFC cultural icon was spotted and photographed in the away end enjoying the match with the Mags? I'll give you 4 options. Okay. Is it A, Steve Watson? Is it B, David Kelly scored a goal on the telly? Is it the mighty Mick Quinn? Or was it... I couldn't not get him in the quiz at some point. Norberto Solano. A, B, C, or D? Steve Watson, David Kelly, Mickey Quinn, or Noe Solano?
I prefer being the quizmaster. after two questions.
Feel the power.
I didn't have a pizzazzy jacket like that though.
Well, you know, this was bought for us actually. I did a.
Of course it was.
I did a thing with a school once, and it was bought for us. I was absolutely delighted, I have to say. Right.
How come
Yes,
I seen
it
you
was,
wearing it in the old George then?
Hey, I've been
Just
all
happy
over
coincidence.
town. I've been all over town in this bad boy, I tell you. And it's good because it wipes clean. Anyway, so question number 3. Thank you all those people who had in the comments as well. Much appreciated. Right, number 3. On September the 11th, we were beaten by Manchester United by 4 goals to 1. Nice goal from Manquillo, though. But rather than the result, that was annoying to Steve Bruce, who went to Old Trafford as usual and had his belly tickled. Which newspaper got Steve Bruce all hot and bothered under the collar in their post-match interview regarding his little journey off to Portugal? Well, some players were on international duty and some were sat twiddling their thumbs. I'll give you 4 options. Was it A, the Northern Echo, B, the Daily Mail, C, the Ronnie Gill, the Chronicle, or was it D, the Shields Gazette? So which newspaper was the journalist from? I believe, I'll not tell you the name of the journalist because I think I know who it is, but...
Is it the one that he hates?
He hated them all, Laura, so you got to narrow it down, you know what I mean?
It was wasn't it the, are you calling me a liar?
It was one he
Was it
really
that one?
hated. One he really hated.
You calling me a liar? And then went all cross-eyed and red.
Right. Okay. Now, a week later, we played Leeds under the lights at St James's Park in a game that Steve Bruce was happy to get a point from. He was absolutely cock-a-hoop. He was delighted. Imagine that. Delighted to get a home draw. Those were the days. Anyway, pre-match, we had a nice visit from Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville. And they went to the 9 Bar. Well, now it's Shiva's Bar. We went to 9 Bar and they interviewed 4 fan forum members. Who were the fan forum members who were interviewed before the game against Leeds United? There was 4 of them. I'll just take first names because I only know most of their first names. I'll give you a point for each one you can get. Now that's generous.
I'm trying because they came back, didn't they? And that's the one that stuck in my mind. I can't remember
That
the
was
first
different.
one.
There was some different people when they came back, though, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bollocks, was it?
Yeah, I think there's been a bit of a swap over.
Yeah. I think one was the same, wasn't it? Yeah.
There was, I think, 2 of them were the same, maybe.
All right, and I think I've got those 2. And
I think I've got those 2 and all.
Yeah.
I haven't had the names, though. I'm making
the Ninja Turtles because.
Well, I don't
is
think
Roger still? Is Roger there? Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
I thought he had froze again.
I was just checking my questions.
Oh, I've got it. Just popped in my head.
Okay. Right, moving on swiftly. Next question. Question number 5. This is an impressions round. So I'm going to rate your impression out of 10.
No.
Watford was about as frustrating as it gets as a Newcastle fan. This is Watford. Well, Watford at home was, but Watford away in particular. Newcastle dominated the game. Lovely goal from Sean Longstaff. But the game was probably summed up perfectly by our former captain, Irish international John Anderson, when Murphy was put through on goal just to keep it a beat, and he showed his frustration in his commentary, and he screamed.
What did he scream? He's went again.
He's gone again.
Is this a dramatic pause?
It is.
Oh, unless it's a
Each of you
very
has to give me your
dramatic
best. Just put it in the net, and I'm going to give you a score out of 10. So, would anybody like to go first?
I will.
Come on, Laura. Are you ready?
Oh, I see. As I was like,
I'm scared.
That's no talking, Ian.
We're
Quiet,
going to
please,
get
now.
cancelled
Come on.
here.
Wait, that's right. Just put it in the net.
Ooh, not bad, Laura. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. I'm gonna keep my scores private for now. I'm gonna go there. All right, Scott, take it away, my friend.
Just put it in the net.
Okay.
I was going to guess it.
Okay.
I
Laura, your score's just improved.
Thank you.
Right. Ian.
I've never felt pressure like this, you know.
Ian.
Hey, Ian, you went
channel it.
even redder than your tan.
Ian, just
I know.
channel it. Ian, this could be the difference between winning and losing.
It could.
If you get a 10 on this, come on.
Just put it in the net.
Oh, that was good.
Good with the accent as well. Very good, very good,
I've
very
just
good.
woke
Right,
the Ben up as well. Cheers.
don't worry about it. We've got one awake here as well, so you're in good company. Right. Hopefully, people at home are doing their own impression there. I'm sure they're doing it absolutely smashingly. Right. Question number 6. Wolves away was a in many people's experience, especially those away fans who've gone all the way down to the Black Country, were probably in one of their lowest moments as a Newcastle United fan. The club seemed to be going nowhere, but little did we know that 72 hours later, however long it was, we'd become the richest club in the world. But maybe this is a representation of a relic of that era. We end up losing the game, but who scored an absolute screamer in that game? A howitzer.
Literally the only question I know.
There we go.
Because for me, it was quite fitting that this player was the last player to score under the old regime.
There we go. I'm sure everybody got that one. It's got to be.
Oh.
Easy one, that one. Right. Okay, question number 7. In what proved to be Steve Bruce's final game in charge. Yes. He managed to tick off 100 games. God bless him. And I don't know, where have I gone? Yes. Gallowgateshots. War Flags did an absolutely brilliant display in the Gallowgate end, as per usual, to welcome the new regime to Tyneside. But what words adorned the Gallowgate end in War Flags display in recognition of the new era? So there were some lyrics that were on the Gallowgate end, but we need the exact correct lyrics.
My mum would be good at this because she loves this song.
Well, get your mother in then.
Maybe it's not the Ando impression. Should
Oh,
probably
I
have
don't
him
know.
from a village in Wales.
I don't know them, so I've just put the song.
Nice one. Okay. Have we all got an answer for that one? Champion. Question number 8. In the same game, which player was sent off for 2 yellow cards?
That's easy. Oh, bollocks.
Was that a this is easy or bollocks?
So I haven't finished writing the answer to question number 7, and then wrote the answer to number 8, so it'll be in the lyrics somewhere.
Are you
On my
writing
paper.
this as like a story and not in like a list?
Aye, but I'm not going to show you my answers. But like, I've only
I
got like
can't
a
see from
that
there.
size paper, so it goes.
A5.
Where?
Okay, I'm going to move on. Right, this is a number question. So, question number 9. By the end of the Steve Bruce reign at NUFC, what was his win percentage? Now, I'll take it to the nearest whole number.
In total
gonna
for the
make it-
season,
In his whole time at Newcastle
Okay.
United.
because it would be easy for us for the season.
What was his win percentage? I'll give you a clue. It's less than half. Okay. Now I'm absolutely sure that my stats and my records will be questioned, but I did delve deep. I didn't just half-arse this. Right. Okay. Question number 10. When Steve Bruce was eventually peddled, Graham Jones took over. However, what was his first game in charge? Was it Chelsea or Crystal Palace? What was his first game in charge? Was it Chelsea or Crystal Palace? Question number 11. Which player scored the first goal of the Eddie Howe era at Newcastle United?
What was the game?
I think I've got it.
It's the game that he wasn't at.
That's what I was gonna ask. Right. Oh.
A couple of the comments have already got it.
I've got it. I was torn.
Right. Question number 12 and the last question of this round. The Norwich game was a pivotal game for both sides. And despite the fact we had a player sent off, we performed manfully and we unearthed possibly the greatest centre midfielder the world has ever seen. It was a packed St James's Park that evening. However, how many Norwich City fans made the trip up to St James's Park? I've got 4 options for you. Was it A, 250? Was it B, 500? Was it C, 750? Or was it D, 1,000? A, 250, B, 500, C, 750, or D, 1,000. And that is the end of round 1. So,
Pens down.
pens down, eyes down, look in. So, what we'll do now, I think we'll refresh ourselves with a little picture round, and then we'll go through the scores on the doors. Okay? So, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been using some computer wizardry that Scott would be very proud of himself. What I've managed to do, I've managed to blend some Newcastle players with each other and with some familiar faces to us. So all you have to do is say who are the 2 players who've been mashed together to create some half-breed Newcastle player.
I was saying it or writing it down.
Write it down.
Oh.
Okay?
I was going to ask that questions because of the pens down comment.
Good question. Good question. Right. So, number 1, who are the 2 famous Newcastle personalities pictured here?
Oh my.
How many pictures is there?
Two players.
No,
Or
no, as in
two
like
people.
the whole round.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
Fucking hell. Jesus.
God, I have no idea.
Are you not?
No.
I know one of them, but
One of them's not a Newcastle player, Laura.
oh right, I
Well,
thought they were all Newcastle players.
so Dad.
No, I said.
Oh right, I know now. Yep, okay.
I said Newcastle United personalities. We'll see.
So they're from Newcastle.
They're familiar to us, Laura.
Are they in Gallowgateshots? I haven't got a clue.
Right. So number 2.
Oh, I've got it.
There you go. Right. Number 2.
Oh.
This actually just looks like the normal person, either way you put it. But okay. Right. Number 3. Oh, my favorite's coming up. It's not this one, but my favorite's the next one. Are you ready? Next one. Got to get that one, surely.
I think
Yeah.
I've got that one, yeah.
Is that a 4 on the front of that shirt?
No, it's 11.
Oh, is it 11 now?
From what we can see, anyway.
Okay. And please let this be our next signing because it's absolutely brilliant. Right. Number 4.
Oh my God.
I've seen it about a million times. It cracks us up every time. Cracks me up every time. Oh, man. Cracks me up. Whew. There you go. Happy days. Hopefully we've all got it right. Next one.
Oh,
I think so.
shit, what's he called? I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I've got it.
Some good shouts from the viewing public. Keegan.
So it's not like
Dan.
the top half and the bottom half,
No,
or
it's
they're like
like
all meshed together.
It's a total mishmash.
Yeah.
Aye.
Like a face, someone's
Yeah,
face on
I
someone's
think
head.
that's where I've gone wrong at the beginning.
Right. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number
6.
6.
Oh my goodness.
Looks like a proper spiv, doesn't he?
He looks like a more handsome version of a Chuckle brother.
Yeah, he does.
Oh man.
I can only get one.
Okay. Next one. This is also one of my personal favorites. And you if you don't get this, you are expunged. You are going to be sent to an island.
Ah, I love that one.
Come on, Laura.
I've got one.
One follows the other, Laura. Come on.
Oh, of course. Got it.
Back to back.
Thanks. Yeah.
Right, couple left. So this is number 8.
Why is he so shocked?
Fuck's that?
Oh, hey.
I do hope we have some watchers from the.
I think you should put this on Twitter as well. It's class.
Yeah.
I can still
I don't
only
know
get
who- I
one.
don't know who
though.
the eyes
Yeah.
are.
I'm so stuck.
Yeah, I'm struggling on that.
Really?
Are you covering up?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And the last one, I think you like this one.
Yeah, fuck's that?
I'm so stuck. Oh, I've got it.
There you go. There you go. Beautiful.
Oh, my God. I hope I've got it, or I made myself look right div there.
And that is the end of the picture round. So let's go over some scores on the doors. So starting lineups versus West Ham. Just tick them off and just tell us how many you got right. I trust you implicitly. You ready? So in goal, Freddie Woodman. In no particular position, Jacob Murphy. Then Fede Fernandez,
Oh, shit.
Emil Kraft,
Ugh,
Oh,
Kieran Clark,
fucking hell.
Matt Ritchie.
How poor was that back five?
That was a back five, yes. Well done, Ian. Despite the fact there's two midfielders in there, but well done. And then into midfield, we had Hayden, Shelby,
yes.
Almiron, Alan St. Maximum,
Yes.
and Callum Wilson.
Yes.
So if you got 6
1, 2, 3,
or
4,
more,
5.
you get a point. If you
I
got
got
more than
7.
11, you got how many?
7.
7. Well done, Laura. So you can have a
Yep.
point.
I got
Ian,
7.
how many did you get?
Yeah, I got 7.
Well done. Scott?
7.
Congratulations. Well done. Right. Okay. Number 2, Villa away. Who was spotted in the crowd? It was B, David Kelly.
I wrote that and scribbled it out.
Yep, it was David Kelly. David Kelly. Scored a goal on the telly.
Scored 3 of them.
Kelly. Yes. Laura, did you get that one?
No, I did, and then I scribbled it out and wrote Mick Quinn.
Doesn't count.
Ian, did you get that one?
Nah, I went Mickey Quinn.
Scott?
Yep, I got it.
Well done. Okay, question number 3. Which publication was it that had annoyed Steve Bruce by asking him about his little sojourn to Portugal? It was the Chronicle.
Yes.
Oh,
It was the
man.
Chronicle. So, Laura, did you get that one?
No.
Ian?
Yeah, I got that one.
Well done. And Scott?
Yep, got it.
Well done.
Who was it? Which reporter?
It's Lee, wasn't
Probably
it?
Lee
Lee
Ryder.
Ryder.
Lee Ryder.
Probably
Alex, I
Lee
went with.
Ryder.
I thought it was Craig Hope.
Probably Lee Ryder.
Hope.
Okay. Hope. So, number 4, a week later, we played Leeds. Who were the 4 members of the fans for? Remember, you get a point for each one. Here they are. We had Thomas from War Flags.
Oh, Thomas, not fucking Connor.
We had Alex from True Faith. We had Norman from True Faith and Holly Blades from NUFC Matters. So, Laura, how many did you get out of 4?
3.
3. Well done, Laura. Ian, how many did you get?
2.
2. Scott?
If I put the True Faith bloke, does that count?
No.
I don't know his name. I got 1, then I got Holly.
1. Okay. Right. Number 6 was Jeff Hendrick.
about
He
number
scored that.
What about number
howitzer of a
5?
goal.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Impressions.
Number 5, your impressions. Right. So, Scott, sorry, mate. In that soundproof bunker, you should have been able to give us a bit more oomph than that. That was a 5 for me.
This
And yet-
clips any loud noises.
Yeah,
True
whatever.
story.
Laura, I was surprised by yours, actually. I'm going to give you a 7 for yours.
Yes.
And Ian, because of the accent, and I know you were trying to dampen it down because the band's asleep, but I'm going to give you an 8. So
Oh,
well
thank
done.
you.
Well done. Whoa.
Was that just 1 point though?
Sorry.
Oh, Laura, is that? Do you want to lose a point for that bad attitude?
Ooh.
Sorry.
It's turned into Taskmaster now.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Number 6, Jeff Hendrick. Did we all get that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you would. Give me an easy one. Right. Number 7. Now, I'm going to put the picture up so there can be no disputing. It says, because this is a mighty town built upon solid ground,
Yes.
and everything they've tried so hard to kill, we will rebuild. Laura? Nope. Ian?
Nope.
So I've put this is a mighty town built on solid ground. Everything they tried so hard to kill, we will rebuild. No
Nope.
point.
No,
Oh,
nothing.
that's harsh.
Gosh.
Me mum will be
I d-
fuming with that one.
Well, I'll deal with that when I have to. Scott, how did you get on?
No, I didn't
No.
have space to write it, but I didn't know what it was anyway.
Okay. Got to be hard, you know. Right, number 8. Who was sent off in that same Tottenham game?
Shelby.
Yep, Shelby. Laura, Ian,
Yeah, Shelby.
and Scott.
Yep, got it.
Okay. Question number 9. By the end of the Steve Bruce reign, what was his win percentage rounded? We're going to do him a favour. It's rounds up to
I've
the
put
nearest
a point
percentage.
now.
Laura?
I put 33.7.
Christ.
Ooh, am I close?
You are
I've no idea.
ambitious.
Oh, no.
Scott?
I put 38. I think that's his
You-
overall
you two
win
were
percentage as a
just
manager.
nice
I think that's his
Ian?
overall win percentage as a manager.
Ian, what did you
I
have?
went 27.
You were the closest, 22.9.
Wow.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
How did he last 2-0? Well, we're not how, but
Oh.
Yeah.
Does
I'm
anyone get a
I'm tempted
point?
not to look at the comments. But there we go. Right. Question number 10. When Steve Bruce was peddled, who Graham Jones took over? What was his first game? It was Crystal Palace.
Yes.
I thought it was Chelsea.
So dumb.
Laura?
I thought it was Brighton, so I wrote down Brighton, but then obviously you give us the options. I went
So
Palace.
you went
I
Palace.
thought- yeah,
Scott?
no. I put Chelsea, I got it wrong.
Chelsea. Okay. Right. Question number 11. Just as an aside, who scored an absolute belter of a goal for Newcastle that day?
St. Maximum scored the third, didn't he? But Joe Linton scored the first. Oh, hold on. Are you on about the Palace game?
Palace game, yeah.
That was Wilson's overhead kick, wasn't it?
Overhead kick. What a belter.
Oh, aye.
Right. Number 11. Who scored the first goal of the Eddie Howe regime at Newcastle United? It was
Joe
our
Linton.
captain and fearless leader, Jamal Lascelles.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought.
Laura, you get that one?
Pen.
Ian
No, I went Joe Linton because I thought he scored a brace
I
against
put Joe
Brentford.
Linton as well.
and Scott.
No. I thought it
Oh.
was Saint.
Dear
Because
me, you lot.
Saint scored that ball where was it Fraser or Murphy put it over and he scored the, or was that Southampton? Can't remember.
Okay, last question before we get on to those hilarious pictures. How many Norwich fans turned up for the game at St James's Park? It was B, 500. Laura?
No.
Ian?
No, I went 750.
Me too.
Scott?
I went 750 and all.
Lucky. Right. Okay. So the picture round. We'll start from the top. You get. I'm going to be generous, I think.
Ooh. And a point for each person in it.
Point for each person. I'm going to give. Right. Okay. So picture one was Bruno and Mark from All the Smiling Faces podcast. You'll be absolutely delighted with that. Did everybody get that one?
Yeah, eventually. It took us a while.
Okay. Ian, did you get that one?
Yeah.
And Scott?
Yep.
Brilliant. Okay, picture number 2. That's a matte finish right there. It's Matt Target and Matt Ritchie.
Yes.
Just basically the same person. Laura?
No, I got neither.
Oh.
Did you not?
Ian?
Did you
Ian?
not?
Yeah, I got both. Richie
Scott?
Target.
I got Target because of his very pointy chin that we were talking about the other day in the group.
Did you get both of them, Scott?
No, just one, just Target.
Just one. Okay.
Aye.
Right,
I think
number
Ian's
3
going to win this.
was Joe Willock and Jamal Lascelles.
Yeah.
Laura, 1 or 2 points or 0? 2. Ian?
2.
Scott?
2.
2. Well done, guys. Right, picture number 4. My favourite player of all time.
That's John
John?
Joe Linton, isn't it?
John Joe Linton. Did everybody get that one?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Shelby Joe Linton. What?
What? How did you not get
Hayden.
that?
Oh, Laura.
No.
Did you get John Joe, though?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Picture number 5 was Tyndall and Graham Jones.
Yes.
Yes.
We all got that one?
Yeah.
Aye.
Well done. Number 6. That
Trippier
is
and Chris, isn't it?
Trippier
Chris
and
and
Chris
Trippier.
Wallace.
Yeah, of course.
Laura, just one for you.
This one, yeah.
Okay, number 7.
Bernard
Big
Fraser.
Dan. Big Dan,
Bernard
wee man.
Fraser.
There he is. Did everybody get 2 for that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done, those people playing along as well. I'm trying to go as quick as I can. Right. Okay, next one. Nearly there. Who was this?
Is this Dubravka? And I was torn between Decker and you, and I went you.
It's
I went
Decker.
I went
man.
Decker. I went Decker
Yeah.
after the last one because
hold
I
on,
thought
no.
he's not been in any of the other pictures, so it must be him.
Yeah.
I used
don't
Laura, did you get that one?
Don't know if you can
Just
see
one.
it, but that's Dubs and Decker. I don't know why I went you. Just proof there.
There you go. So, Laura, did you get both of those?
No, just one.
Ian?
I mean, I wrote Decker, but I said you, so I don't know which answer you want to take.
You
I'll
wrote
take
that,
one
I
from the,
can see it.
take the one from the paper. Scott?
I got both
You
of
get
them.
one. And the last one.
Bestie and Miggy.
He looks like your school caretaker, doesn't he? Oh.
Yeah.
It looks like someone's took Mickey Quinn and just squished his head.
Yeah.
Does look like
You want these
Right.
showers clean, lads? Right. Yes,
Oh.
it's Almiron and Bestie. Do we all get that?
yeah.
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 Well done, guys. Okay, so that's the end of the picture round, and let's hit the home straight and let's whiz through the final round. Anybody in the comments? How many do people get out of 9? I'd love to see.
What's
how
our
you got
scores?
on there.
Do you
I've got
scores all?
9 so far.
I haven't been
Okay.
keeping count because Roger was.
I'm keeping count. Don't you worry. I'll review them at the end.
Oh.
Right. Okay. So let's go into the final round, and this is a continuation of basically what we've been doing. So whatever. Right. So question number 13. Our first win of the season came against Burnley at home. A brilliant goal by a bit of opportunism by our number 9 Wilson to score and win the game 1-0. But this is a yes or no answer. Did the win take us out of the bottom 3? Yes or no? Write your answers down. Yes or no? Question number 14. After a difficult run against Leicester, Liverpool, Man City, we faced Man United at home in what will probably be remembered for Joe Linton's performance, an absolutely epic performance, a man-of-the-match performance. But what was Sky's Patrick Davison's first words to Joe Linton after his man-of-the-match display? I'm going to give you the first part of the sentence. I want you to finish it off for me, please. Okay? So he started with, "So, Joe Linton, can I be completely honest?" What is the end of that sentence?
Confident about that one.
Does it have to be word for word?
I'll give you a little bit of leeway, but that's judge's discretion. You have to have most of the words right, Laura. Not just the sentiment.
I think I've just got the sentiment.
Okay, number 15. Question number 15. Next, bit of a low point with the Everton away game. A very late 1-0 defeat. But what incident led to such a huge amount of stoppage time? The more detail, I might give you, if you get the more detail possible, I might give you a few more points. So what incident led to such a huge amount of stoppage time? Okay, question number 16. Nearly there. Right. January brought in some much needed competition and quality into the squad, including local lad, Blythe's very own. Now, Guy, who sits next to me, is a very close personal friend and calls him Bernie. very close personal friend. So shout out to Guy there. Hopefully he's still watching after he's seen my excellent jazzy jacket. But how tall is the Blythe Bomber? How tall? Now I'll take it in feet and inches, or I'll take it in centimeters, or meters and centimeters. I'm easy. How tall is Big Dan Burn?
Are you talking about his height here, Roger? Right?
Oh, yeah. Right.
If he wasn't, it would still apply in feet and inches.
It would. It would. Okay, so question number 17. Following Dan Burns signing for Newcastle, an unlikely friendship and bond was built between the tallest player in the league and the smallest player in the league. When Big Dan Burn joined the wee man at NUFC. So, during an interview with Sky, what promise did they jokingly make about the end of the season? What promise did they jokingly make about the end of the season?
Oh, no. I'm torn between two because I cannot remember which one.
You're very torn today, Ian. That's twice
I
you've used
am.
that phrase.
It's like Natalie and Brulia, isn't he?
I am. Funnily enough, I was listening to that song today as well. Great song, by the way.
You have not been in a good place today if you've been listening to that bloody song. Come on, man. Come on.
I feel like he's also going to pull the whole, well, I said that and then I wrote that.
No.
He's giving it the whole, like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. He's getting all of them right over.
That was one time.
He's a little sneaky one.
Oh, I'm not very good at this.
There was photographic evidence, and I'm sticking by me guns.
Right. Okay. Question number 19. Sorry, no. Question number 18. Sorry. So we reached New Year after a terrible 2021 results-wise, anyway. But we started the game with a mammoth 8-game unbeaten run, which probably saved us stats this season. But what was the first game in that set of results on New Year's Day?
In the Premier
League.
Premier League.
Was it? Yeah. Or did that not get rescheduled?
I'm not going to answer your questions, Ian.
Just write an answer, Ian.
Oh. Ian, you would be good on like a proper TV because you proper milk the answers, don't you?
On Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Jeremy.
I'm waiting for someone to cough.
Yeah. Right.
He didn't give away an option, so that wouldn't work, would it?
No, Ian Scott. Right. Okay. Question number 19. A key game in that 8-game sequence was the excellent result and performance against Everton, featuring their dinosaur-armed Mackerman goal. As ever, he was given a warm welcome by the Gallowgate end. But in what minute did Kieran Trippier beautifully dispatch a free kick past the scrambling man from Sunderland? I'll give you 3 options. Was it 60 minutes, 70 minutes, or 80 minutes? So...
What you
Don't forget to carry the one in.
I know.
I'm
how are you even getting the answer? Like, what
I'm still thinking the question beforehand.
Right, I'm just going to do a quick correction. I did say it was New Year's Day, but the question 18 was actually on the 22nd of January. That was the first game of that 8-winning streak. So, what was that game?
Oh, bollocks.
Okay, because the other one was postponed due to COVID, I remember. Right. Okay, question number 20. Okay, so Laura's favourite, our mercurial winger, Alan St. Maximum, has had many highs and lows during the season, but many people got their knickers in a right old twist about him releasing a new game called Helios. But whereabouts in France did he go to launch the game or to play the game during the season? Whereabouts did he go to launch/play the game?
The only
caused a
reason
lot
I
of-
know this is the argument that Aaron Mark had.
Yep. Okay. Nearly there, guys. A few more questions left. Question number 21. The lads and lasses of War Flags have absolutely smashed it out the park all season. And if you get the chance, catch the YouTube, on YouTube, the Gallowgateshots YouTube channel. Chris did a little sit down with 3 members of the War Flags organisation. Really good watch, really interesting about their stories and about the whole thing around the flags. So definitely go and check that out if you haven't done already. But as Alan St. Maximum was getting a little bit of flack, they decided to do a display in his honour with a big number 10 in the Gallowgate end with a picture of Alan St. Maximum in quite an iconic pose. But who were the opponents that day? Was it A, Brighton? Was it B, Crystal Palace? Or was it C, Wolverhampton Wanderers? Was it A, Brighton, B, Palace, or C, Wolves? I'm already getting picked up on my answer for one of the for question 20, but
What question
you
was that?
buggers. About where Alan St. Maximum went to launch his game.
Why is it ambiguous? Could there be a couple?
If I think it's the answer, I think I know why it would be ambiguous.
There's a degree of
Ambiguity.
correction. Yeah, not ambiguity, but yeah. Right. Okay. Question 22. We're nearly there. The Leicester City game was a real coming of age for the team, capped off by a breathtaking last-minute winner from your favourite and mine, Bruno. But who were the 2 Newcastle United players who set that goal up after a long clearance by the Leicester City defence? Who were the 2 players? You need 1 point for both players.
For his last-minute goal.
For the last-minute goal,
Right.
yeah. So who are the 2 players? You need both names for 1 point. Question number 23. Norwich City away brought a welcome 3-0 win and a bit of saltiness from Dean Smith, which is always nice to hear. And it was our Brazilian connection that made them pay that day. But apart from his 2 goals that day, Joe Linton reached a milestone. What milestone did he reach? Okay. Question number 24. We were hoping to have a say in the title race when we played Liverpool. But sadly, we lost 1-0. But before the game, War Flags again put on an absolutely stunning display with flags all around the ground. For a bit of a change, the huge surfer was used in the Leazer's end. Now, 2 parts to this answer for 1 point. What is the main image on that flag? And what is written underneath the image? There are lots of words on it. There's like Newcastle United on the top, and then there's everybody's names who contributed towards it. But what's the main image and what's written underneath?
Are you sure you're not going to give her a point for each?
Nah. Because I'm Shan. Okay. 2 questions left, and then we'll go through and we'll see who the winners are, or winner. So, question 25. Arsenal at home was probably arguably the best game, best performance, and the pinnacle of Eddie Howe's time at Newcastle United so far. Comprehensive defeat of Champions League chasing Arsenal. But what unfortunate incident befell our gorgeous number 9 striker in that game? Okay. Don't die, Ian, please.
He's
Ian?
taking this very serious.
We finish in 3 minutes, Ian. Don't die on us, please.
It's all right. I've got 40% battery. I'm still golden.
Champion. Right. And last question. Question number 26. The All Smile Faces podcast has entertained the fans all season, obviously, as we have, obviously. Even in the dark days, of which there have been bloody many. But how many times since the start of this season, or the season just gone, sorry, if you want to get pedantic, has Decker been able to utter the immortal words, "Winner, get in"? How many times did he get to say that phrase? I'm basically asking how many games did we win all season?
No.
But it was a roundabout kind of way of asking it.
Oh, Ian just put a number down.
Ian, after the 10 on your hands, it's 11.
Me.
Joke's on you. I've got 6 fingers.
On each hand.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Works a treat for the missus.
Oh,
Oh my
Ian, man.
goodness me.
It's all right. She's not watching tonight. It's fine.
What about us, though?
It's recorded, you know.
Yeah, man. Wow. Wowzers. Right. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is the end of the quiz.
Woo!
Well done, guys. Thank you very much for joining. So, let's quickly go through the answers. We'll top the scores and we'll see who has been our champion. So, I'm going to go as quick as I can because I realise we're just over an hour now. So, question 13. Did the Burnley win get us out of trouble? Get us out of the bottom 3?
No.
Nope.
No.
That was no. Laura, did you get that one?
Yeah. Because
Ian?
I thought you wouldn't have asked it if the answer was yes.
True.
Yeah, I got that
Good
one.
reasoning. 14. Okay, so I said I would give you a little bit of leeway on this one. So the first part of the quote was, "So Joe Linton, can I be completely honest?" And the second part of the quote was, "I didn't know you were that good."
Oh, I didn't
Right.
realise you were that good.
Yeah, but I didn't
I'll accept
realise
that,
you were that
Scott. I'll
good.
accept that. I'll accept that. Ian, what was your
Yeah, I
quote?
said exactly the same as Scott. I didn't realise you
Laura?
were that good.
Laura,
I
what did
didn't
you
think you
quote?
would. I didn't know you could play that well.
Didn't know you could play that well. Oh, it's too far off, Laura. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it isn't. It's exactly the same.
I mean, the lad's got one word wrong. You got several. So
Right, okay.
I think we might be looking for a new co-host next season. I think you might have spattered on me out.
Oh, no.
Right.
I'll get over it.
Okay. Question number 15. Everton away. It was a late defeat. There's 3 points on offer here. I think give me a really comprehensive answer. I'll show you the picture of the gentleman in question. There he is. Just Stop Oil.
I had that. He had that on his t-shirt, by the way.
Right. So, Laura, what was your answer for that one?
Said, tied himself to goalpost. Just Stop Oil.
Yep. I'll give you 3 points for that. Scott?
Yes.
I put protest, tied to goalpost, glasses, greasy hair, oil.
Ooh.
I'm going to give you 3 points for you. I like that answer. Ian?
Rose West, cable tied to goalpost. Man with big teeth with bolt cutters.
Oh,
I like that.
Okay,
I like
fair
that answer.
play.
Give you 3 points. Perfect. Right. Okay. Question number 16. How tall is Big Dan Burn? I've got on mine, I've got 198 centimeters for the ladies.
What's that in foot?
And or 6'6" I've got.
Oh,
I was
really?
6'8".
I put 6'12".
12.
7 foot.
7 foot.
Oh, I knew that was going to happen.
Oh my god. That's hilarious.
Oh, I
That is
lasted in a full hour without doing something stupid.
Oh my god, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right. That's according to Wikipedia, so that's my answer. That's my reason. I'll stick with it. I'm not his doctor. Right. Okay, so did anybody get that one right?
Nah.
No. I can already see the comments going wild, but I'm just gonna ignore them. Right. What was the unlikely friendship?
I love that.
I'm even just gonna remove the comments. Right. What promise was jokingly made by Dan Burn and Ryan Fraser? It was that Dan Burn would piggyback.
Yes.
He would piggyback Fraser onto the pitch should they be safe by the last game of the season. Laura, did you get piggyback?
Yeah.
Ian, piggyback?
Yeah, I stuck with piggyback.
Scott, piggyback?
Yep.
No, it's an offer. Do you want to piggyback?
Aye. What was the other?
Right.
What was your other?
I thought they were
option,
going to
Ian?
walk out like a mascot.
Holding hands, yeah.
But I
holding
couldn't
hands.
I think that's
remember.
what people on Twitter were suggesting.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if they
Okay.
had said it or, but yeah, I stuck with
Okay.
piggyback.
Sorry, Roger.
Next one. No worries. Next one is the first game in that run of 8 unbeaten. Began at Ellen Road against Leeds United. Leeds United. I had Southampton, and then I was like, actually, no, it wasn't, because it was. I think it was Tom or someone. I think maybe Tom had said, "Oh no, it was postponed," so I had to go and change that myself. So, right,
That's the question that I asked that you refused to answer. By the way, just
did everybody get that one?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Come in. Right. Okay. Scan on there. Right. I thought I deleted all my answers there. Right. Okay. So next one. Number 19. What minute did Kieran Trippier score his free kick? It was the 80th minute. 80 minutes. Laura, did you get that?
I did.
Ian?
I went 70.
Scott?
I went 60.
Unlucky. 20. Which principality did Alan St. Maximum go to?
Was it
Monaco?
Monaco.
Oh, yes, that's what I put.
Monaco. Thanks again to the comments there for keeping me right. Question 21. Alan St. Maximum's display was against Crystal Palace. Laura, did you get that one?
No.
Ian?
I did, because that was the game that I went to.
And Scott?
Nope.
Well done. Question 22. The Leicester game. Excellent last minute winner from Bruno. Bullet header in the top corner. It was absolutely beautiful. I was celebrating our lass's mother's 60th that day in Scarborough. So that was enjoyable as well. So we had food and drink on tap, and a big screen telly with beautiful Bruno scoring a last minute winner. What more could you want? But who were the other 2 players involved in the move? It was Target and Willock.
Yes.
1 point if you get both of them.
If you go both
Laura,
right.
Yes, got it.
I'm assuming you all got that one right, yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect. 23. What milestone did Joe Linton reach in that game?
100 games.
It was his 100th.
Yes, got a guess.
100th. I'm going to say 100th Premier League game, but yes, 100th game. We'll say 100th
Because they
Premier
had
League
that,
game.
they took the flag down, didn't they?
Yes.
With his shirt, yeah.
I'm not going to be harsh on that one. Right. I'll assume you've got all that one right. Right. 24. So 2-part answer, 1 point available. The picture was a magpie, Monty Magpie, if you're going to be really specific. And underneath it said, "We are the Mags." We are the Mags. Laura, did you get that?
What said we are United?
That's exactly
Ian?
what I...
No.
Nah,
Scott, did you get that?
I had
No. I got the
Monty
magpie, but I didn't get the...
I thought it said "We are United."
I didn't
Okay.
get either.
Question 25. Laura, what happened to Callum Wilson in that game against Arsenal?
Got his tooth knocked out.
He lost a tooth. Did we all get that one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well done. Okay. Last question. The final league table. I'm going to get it up now just so I can verify, because I've seen a few different answers now. You know when you second guess yourself. It's
I think
so.
overshot, yeah.
How many times did Becca get to utter the words "won you now"? Get in. Any answers?
Well, I went with 14 because I've done it in rounds, and this was number 4, question 14 on that round, so I just took a wild
Ooh.
hunt at 14.
Right. Okay.
I thought it was 14 as well, but I didn't have that logic. I just thought it was,
I'm
I
gonna
just
go
thought it was
because
14.
I've seen one answer on Newcastle's website. I've seen another answer on so I'm going to go to the Premier League.
Does he
Can
get
you
the
not
league
just
table?
get the table up?
Now because I've seen two different
How can it be
different
two
answers.
different tables?
No, it's after 38 games. I'm also just trying to build up the tension.
Can I also just say he said it a few times in the Football Manager Survivor series as well. So are you including them?
There you go. Right.
And he says it at the beginning and the end, you know.
What's that?
So we should. He always says, "Well, when you're
Oh.
not,"
And he'll also do it on the match previews if he's doing that as well as the Always Smiling Faces podcast. So, I mean,
he's probably said it quite a number of times, to be honest, Roger.
Yeah.
Oh God.
More than the number of wins that we've had.
Just how many wins was the
good night, everybody.
See what I have to deal with? Look, this is what I have to deal with. No, it was 13. 13. Unlucky for some, but not for us, it was 13. So, Laura, I'll take that as a no. Ian?
Yeah, I got 13.
And Scott?
Nah, I hit 14.
Unlucky. Right, okay. I'm going to tally up the results. So, Laura, while I'm tallying up the results, I'd like you to give us your favourite moments on the field of the season, please. And then we'll go to Ian and then Scott while I'm tallying these up, please, if you don't mind. Thank you very much.
My favourite moment is a moment that's just been mentioned just a couple of minutes ago, and it was I know there's been loads, and you can say the obvious about the takeover and Eddie Howe and all that, but just the moment that if somebody said to you on the spot, like, what was your most memorable moment, it was the Leicester last minute, Bruno. It just felt like so long that we had that, like, excitement at the end of a game, and I wasn't even next to, like, where I sit either. I had just been to the toilet and come back, and just kids around us that I don't even know. It was just the proper joyous, and then the atmosphere after it, and even like spilling out into the pubs and that. Just a win's a win and it's great, but when you get it at that last minute, it just, yeah, that's stuck with me. So that's my favorite moment. Who did he say next?
Ian,
I
think.
Thanks, Scott. So on the pitch was probably for me was the Arsenal game. I think it's probably the best display we've had. It was a nice way to see off the season. War flags absolutely smashed it out the park. And then just the celebrations with the players and their families at the end of the game. I thought it was nice. On a personal note, my favourite moment of the season was taking Joey to his first game. That's something I'll never forget, and hopefully he won't either. Scott, what was yours?
Oh, yeah, thanks, Ian. For me, I'm a pair with Laura there. That last minute goal. I think that Leicester game, everyone thought we might get a bit of a pacing because they normally do over. And one, we played really well. The performance was really good, and two, to get that last minute goal. Like I say, I think Norwich in the Championship was the last time I felt like we've hit a team like double whammy or hit them on right at the end of the game, and then
probably hurt them. Yeah,
you haven't got time to calm down like you would do in a normal game after you score, and you're on that buzz for a lot longer than you normally are. So yeah, that's my my favorite on the field moment. And then off the field, I'm going to say the Villa game because it's the only game I've been to for the last 5 years. So it was good to go into that one and see Trippier score a free kick. Back to you, Roger.
What was your favourite moment?
Brilliant. My favourite moments, although it ultimately ended a bit, although it ultimately ended in like a bit of disappointment. Callum Wilson's first goal against Tottenham, when it was like that moment where you're like, we're free. Ultimately, we lost the game, and it would end up a bit of a damp squib, but like that moment is like Newcastle United. Like that is just, it was a beautiful moment. Anyway, so
Also, outside of the football, Friday nights with you three, four rather as well, has been a highlight of my season.
Oh, that's
Scott,
so funny.
absolute sweetheart.
I mean, I'm very emotional today, and that would almost make us go there. But just to follow on from Scott's sentiments, like obviously this is like brand new for me, and I've been like pulled in this season, and I genuinely like it's been absolutely amazing. Like great group of people that Gallowgateshots have. So it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having us.
You might even make Laura cry here, mate.
No, I was kind of doing because they've said really nice stop your shirt, and I kind of do that. So thanks, guys.
Come on, say something horrible, quick.
Oh, it's a right chore on a Friday when I should be fake tanning.
Well, take some hints from Ian. He knows how to fake tan.
Wait, no, it's just look at that. It looks like I've been in the Maldives.
Okay, so results are in. They've been independently verified, i.e. I've counted them twice. I'm sure there'll be some discussion around it, but...
Well, I've got my score, so I know if I'm not wrong.
I think
Laura?
I've got mine as well, to be fair.
Laura, what did you have for you?
Well, I don't know what it's out of, but I counted 28 ticks.
You got 37.
Oh.
Bear in mind, you got 7 points for your performance as John Anderson.
Oh, that I didn't count them. 20. Well, that's not right. Shit. Oh, well, I'll take it. I'll take 37.
Yeah, okay. Right, now, there was Nelly said something probably disgusting that I'll get to a lot for, but there was a very small margin between our two gentlemen just below us, Laura. There was 1 point in it. Now, Scott's going to be going away claiming...
Wait, did I come last?
He's clipped the microphone. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, and Ian, you were a winner this evening with a grand total of 46. Wow. And Scott, you got 45. So
take that.
Well played, you guys. Well done, Ian. Congratulations, Ian. You will have the pleasure of my company before the game next season, and I will buy you a pint up and including the value of £5. So none of posh.
Colin Foster's on Modry.
Yeah, basically, I. No, so thank you very much. Thank you, you three, for joining us. Thank you for humouring me all season. I've really enjoyed coming on and hosting it with you lot. So I really appreciate you taking the time out. Often on a Friday night, Laura, I know it's difficult. It's tanning time, but I do appreciate you coming on, and I know it's hopefully it's been enjoyable for you. I've really enjoyed it. He's not here, but Raza, I'd like to say a big thank you to him as well. Yeah, he's up at the QE at the moment. He's fine, but he's just the little one's just having a little check over. So hopefully, best wishes to him. Hopefully, he's been watching today and answering some of the questions. So little Liam's up there. He's absolutely hard as nails. He's got hands like shovels. He's going to be a world champ one day. So best wishes to him. And thank you to all those people who've watched us this season. We may try and put some content out from Extra Tyne over the next few weeks, but we're all obviously looking forward to our summer holidays, and we look forward to seeing everybody. So thank you to those people who've joined us consistently over the year, and for those people who've dipped in and out. I've got El Grande, we've got Tom, got Dan, Marty. I'm not sure if he's on today. Obviously, Raza's watched. I think Raza's been watching but not commenting. We've got Rob, Blue Rhythm Boy. Laura, can you think of any other ones? We've got
Tom, yeah.
Freddie.
With the best surname, Freddie Costanza.
Costanzo. You can make it swim with them fishes. But if we've missed anybody out, I really do apologise. But honestly, it's really important to us to, that people are coming and taking part and joining in and watching the channel and supporting the channel as well. Obviously, there's us four in Raza, but obviously the lads from All Smiling Faces, and particularly Chris, puts a lot of effort in to try and keep the channel as good as it is. And there's all those people who've got the shows like Shay doing the United States, and then we've got Matty doing Beyond the Lines, and we've got so much content available for you. So please get involved. £2.99. It's a really good investment. You get some really good content. You get involved in the Telegram group with some good souls in the Telegram group as well. So hopefully this isn't goodbye for the rest of the next year, but we'll hopefully see you a couple of times before the start of the season. But thank you very much. Thank you to Laura for being my wonderful co-host.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you to Scotty Boy, and thank you to our gorgeous winner this evening, Ian. Congratulations! I'll drop a little fist bump for you there,
which
brother.
one?
There you go, mate.
I'm going
thank
around
you very
punching
much.
Laura.
Yeah, don't punch Laura. Don't punch Laura.
Oh, there.
Thanks to David as well. I think he's just put a comment in, David Sharp. And who's the lad who's always in Tenerife?
Oh, Tenerife
anyway,
Dave.
you know who you are. You know who you are. He's always in Tenerife. I'm always asking about how Tenerife's going. So that brings us to an end. Oh, only went 20 minutes over. We'll see how that goes down.
Right.
And thank you very much. So don't forget to subscribe, £2.99, and we will see you on the other side. Everybody wave. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, we'll have a look at this picture of John Joe Linton one last time.
John Joe Linton.
Bye, John Joe Linton.
Bye.
See you later. Have a nice weekend, John Joe Linton.